The big toenail and the one next to it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Painful in shoes?
Not too bad.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Okay. All right, so it's been a couple years since you've been here, so
Oh, really?
is that the last time that that was trimmed?
The big one, yeah.
The big one? Okay.
Yeah, the little one I've been picking at myself.
Okay. All right, well, we can talk about the outside part of your ankle.
This fatty thing here.
Yeah, is that painful?
Not really, but I just started noticing it. I mean, the more I'm on my feet, the bigger it gets.
Mm-hmm.
And I get one on the other side too, but this one always is like sticking way out. I don't know
Okay.
what the heck that is.
Well,
Tissue or?
yeah, let me just kind of say that may be something you're not going to be very happy to hear, but let me just, okay, so there's no pain back here when it gets swollen like that?
Not really.
Okay. And if I press along that?
A little, yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah.
And how about here?
That one's okay.
Okay. So, here's the thing. We can do a little bit more of an exam. One of the things that happens after menopause, we women are very lucky, that people don't know about a lot is that we tend to deposit fat tissue. Usually it's in front of the ankle bone on the outside here. Sometimes it's back here. So it could just be that, because it kind of does feel sort of fatty as opposed to like a tendon swelling or something like that. But you also do have a couple tendons that run back behind the ankle bone. And we'll do a little bit more of an evaluation. But to me, this just feels like a fatty deposit. And just another lovely side effect of living long enough for it to happen.
I can't even see my bone anymore.
Right,
And I
right.
get a little something there too.
Yeah. Usually this is in front of the ankle bone, we'll see it, but occasionally we'll see it also behind the ankle bone. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and let's get everything trimmed. And then the callus up there, okay.
I'm scared to pick it up because
Yeah, you don't want to tear it.
no, it's probably raw under there and I don't know.
Well, we'll go ahead and just get everything cleaned up for you today. I do need to go get some different instruments. I will be right back. You can turn it off and start on the baby towel. All right, so who usually takes care of your nails for you?
My toenails?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Okay. Just that big one on the other foot that you have a hard time getting to.
That's kind of a funny one too.
Yeah, they kind of are shaped like a smushed horseshoe.
Yeah.
And so the problem is that the skin grows up in the middle. And we have to make sure we don't snip that. Okay, that's how you switch it. Okay.
That's kind of a funny one too.
Yeah, and this is just a genetic thing that how the nails are changing shape. For some people that happens, for some people it doesn't. And a lot of times people will say, oh yeah, I remember my mom had toenails that looked just like this. Yeah.
I cut hers, and then I accept her big when I can't cut either.
Well, wait till it gets really bad and bring her in here and we'll put her on Dr. Nail Nipper. I mean, actually, if she's mobile.
Well, she's wheelchair. She used to live in an apartment, and somebody would come every other month, and then I had them always do it.
But she's not there anymore?
No, she's with me.
Yeah,
Alzheimer's,
feel free to bring her in. You know, I dress in scrubs because I sit on the floor. And I do see people in wheelchairs. Sorry about that. This one's going to come off in chunks. I'm going to cut it back as far as it isn't attached.
Okay.
Okay. And maybe that'll make it another 2 years before I need to see it back again. The other option is to remove the nail completely. Yeah, they just peel off. And with this one, there's a lot of empty space under it, which is a perfect breeding ground for lots of bacteria. So it looks like you keep it pretty clean underneath, but if we can keep it a little shorter,
Yeah.
it'll probably be more comfortable.
Yeah, certain shoes it hurts, and then I've been wearing a lot of sandals this summer, so keeping it just pain-free with the sandals. Very attractive looking.
To whom? I look at these and go, oh, these are great. So, I'll go home a pound or two lighter today. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I have a little sander, and I'm going to thin them out.
Okay.
I'll do them all, and then we'll get the callus after I do that. I'll start with the big one. Now, what a lot of people will do when the nail is this far back and they want to put polish or color on, you can polish the nail and then just polish the skin here. And I will tell you that no one will notice unless they're having their own issues. And I'm looking very carefully at everybody else's feet. So, you know, that'll be much more comfortable. Is it gorgeous? No. But now it's not going to be pressing on the skin here. Okay? All right. And it can be camouflaged. So, all right, let's go ahead and trim this. All right, so this is from, you have this callus because of how, see how your toe bends up right there? It hyperextends, and that pushes this part down into the ground instead of it being straight. So we call that a pinch callus, and it comes just from the skin getting pinched in between the bone inside and the ground outside. Not a whole lot you can do. We can show you some pads you can put on it that will help it. It's not even really all that thick, it's just that you have this little crack in it.
Just tempted to get under that, correct?
To get under it.
I was trying to. There we go. So the key to getting rid of the crack is to keep the callus on either side of it thinned way out. But I'm also going to show you a little pad that we have that you can put on it that's like a tube of gel to go on the whole toe, and it'll soften the skin and it will keep it from having so much friction on it right there. Okay. So that will also help. And you don't have to use it all the time, maybe just when it gets bad. All right, so let me go get that pad. I will be right back. Okay. Everything else look okay? So yeah, so give me your finger, and you put your finger all the way in. You feel how that's all covered with a gel, and then it's a little bit slimy because there's some mineral oil in there. I call these our toe condoms. So what you do is, and because you don't need it on the tip, we can cut that part off. And what this will do is two things. That mineral oil will help keep the skin soft, but then this will also help protect that spot from all the friction. Okay? So how does that feel now? Okay. That's good.
So you can use it most of the time. You can use it only when it gets bad. You can kind of play around with it and see how that does. And then for the big toe with the nail, you know, maybe if that was 2 years worth of growth, maybe we get you back in annually to trim it if you're not able to.
I thought I was here last year, but it's
No,
not.
no, 2 years ago.
2 years, I said, what?
Yeah, I mean, because everything else looks great. And if you just need some help managing that, now with the nail shortened and thinned out, you can just take an emery board to it and work on, you know, just keep the length and the thickness down a little bit, just by, you know, just keep one of these by the TV chair that you sit in and just file it shorter, and you can work on, you know, keep it thick. There's skin right up under there, so you're not going to be able to get a whole lot of thickness out, but okay. Any questions about anything?
No.
Okay, great, thank you.